Here we are today looking at the Toyota FT-86 OEM specifications. Comes straight from the factory. Here we can see on the front camber there's almost basically no static negative camber on the front. We've got 6 minutes, 8 minutes aside. We probably expected a lot more than this, but it's probably good reason why the car pushes still a fair amount of understeer. Next line we can see the static caster. We've got 5 degrees 30 minutes, 5 degrees 51. A little bit out, left-hand drive vehicle, we'd expect to be slightly higher, maybe quarter of a degree higher on the left-hand side to allow for the camber in the road. Toe, we've got, it's almost zero, maybe slightly a little bit of toe out. Just gives that initial turn-in response to the vehicle. And the rear, we've got a lot of negative camber. Seems a little bit odd, like they've almost tried to keep the rear end planted, running a lot more camber. Just don't quite know why they ran so much on the back on a multi-link rear suspension. Obviously trying to keep it pushing understeer at the limit, and same with the toe. The toe is sort of fairly safe, a little bit outside the side. We'll fix all that up. When you deduct one from the other, probably about 0.2, 0.3. So they're giving it a little bit of toe in to keep the back sort of fairly safe. We'll have to look at the rear end geometry under bump and roll and see what the vehicle's actually doing. But basically, probably could expect a little bit more camber adjustment in the front. A little bit of a surprise to the static camber setting in the rear. Unfortunately, having no adjustable camber bolts on it, you can't really do anything with the camber. So yeah, I mean, to try and correct that or put a little bit more static camber in it, we're going to need camber bolts in the front. Generally though, looks like from the amount of caster they're running on the front that they're trying to do a lot of dynamic camber change on it, but I'd still probably want a lot more static camber than 6 minutes and 8 minutes on the front and the rear.